Hey, guys.
Hey,
Welcome back.
I don't know why I did that.
You did because that's what you felt, girl.
Yeah, exactly.
So be it. And don't cut that out of the edit. I think I liked that.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be part of the intro. So
Episode 5, people. So great to have you here with us
wow,
again today,
crazy.
tonight, wherever you're listening, whatever time.
Wherever you are.
So great to have you. We are going to talk about today.
Tis the
Drummer?
season.
Tis the season to be jolly.
Yes.
And I laugh. Anyway.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, Soria? What is this? Tis the season to
I
be
was just
jolly.
going to ask you first.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. I'd
Well,
like to hear what you have to say before I elaborate.
Okay. Well, tis the season to be jolly. Well, there's a couple of things in it. It is a season. It is the busy season.
Yeah, definitely.
At the moment, being the end part of the year, like the last 3 months, everyone is scurrying. School wrap ups.
All the things.
It's just everything. Even when you're not involved with school, it's just craziness, right? There's a craziness cycle of life as you roll into the back end of the year, and we can easily get caught up in that season.
Yeah,
in
definitely.
the season of busyness, in the season of, oh my God, got to get ready for Christmas, got to shop and do all the things.
Yeah.
And we lose sight of life, we lose sight of ourselves, we lose sight of
Definitely 100%.
so many things. And so I think from I can't even remember what we asked ourselves, but the way I see it, it's like, okay, how can we best go into this season?
Yeah.
Which, in all fairness, we're nearly at the end of the first quarter of this season.
Just a blink of an eye. Yeah.
We've got like 2.5, sort of 2.5 months ish.
Yeah.
Or 2 months. I don't know.
I would say so.
Yeah. Left, and it's just getting busier. Like the Christmas party starts, the wrap up of school, and
there is a lot of busyness, like in terms of like with businesses, like the shopping ramps up.
Yeah.
So like everyone's out, buying everything off the shelf. And
yeah, actually, I think the other thing you see with that too, which is full on, is in the same store, like literally I saw this last week, you've got the wrap up of Halloween and the Halloween stuff sort of still there with Christmas, and they're going full steam ahead into Christmas, and you're like,
and then you blink and then it's Easter. All the Easter eggs and cross buns.
And it's just like, okay, well, how do we go into this
more family gatherings?
Yep.
And things like that happening.
Your weekends are full with whether it be family things, whether it be breakups, whether it be end of breakups with sports and stuff as well for the kids.
Yeah, we've actually got one this Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
And so, like, how do we address that, and how do we do that well?
Yeah.
So that we can still maintain our sanity and maintain, we tis the season to be jolly.
Exactly. And to actually mean that.
Actually maintain our joy. And you might be listening to this and say, I actually don't even have joy now. Well, cool. You can start right now.
Good news, buddy.
Yeah.
There is hope for joy.
There is
every single day.
Yeah. Like, you can have joy and sadness in the same thing. So joy can happen at any point. So this is to encourage you that even in the crazy season, you can have joy.
Yeah.
And you can have a great attitude, and you can have fun and still manage it well.
And how do you find yourself, like, how are you going to navigate that? What are the things that you're going to do to create a jolly season for yourself?
Great question. Well, I've just come off the back of some time away, like we've already spoken a couple of times after a hectic year. I've just come on back from time away for myself, where I actually filled my tanks spiritually, mentally, sort of physically.
Yeah.
And
that wasn't
wasn't us. I don't know if you heard that, but that was the grumble
Yes.
of the Mount Isa mines. Anyway, yeah, I came off the back of filling my tanks where I went away for a conference.
Yeah, so
And
good.
yeah, it's
That
been
would have been
something
awesome
it
too.
it truly was.
Mm.
And it's something that I've been chasing for a while. I used to go to 3 conferences a year.
Mm.
It sort of tapered off, stopped, whatever, a few years ago, and I was already seeking, that. So filling the cup there, then taking extra time, having time with myself, but also having time with my husband.
Mm.
That has been so good. So coming back from that, it's reminded me how important it is to take the time to breathe, to stop. And, obviously we can't take weeks, and that's fine, but we should be able to pause in the moments of every day.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's kind of where I was leading to. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, what can I do today to, one, start my day off well?
Mm.
But if I need to, in the craziness, pause. And it's something we've probably talking about a lot, but
We do, but it's literally
our every day.
ties everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so important that
Mm.
that we actually, it's an easy thing to forget when we get caught up in the hustle and
100%.
bustle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, even with the busyness of going away for holidays, as the school holidays wrap up, people are going to be going away.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to be in that chaos. There's going to
Mhm.
be, yeah. So what about you? What does it look like for you, or
I
what are your
think
thoughts on?
when you hear "'Tis the season to be jolly,"
Fa la 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 la. Aren't
like
you blessed?
I just see it as like it's like it's just a dream. It's like you
Oh.
see it in a movie, and that's not reality, right?
Yeah.
Because it's
good.
what I've sort of, I've journeyed seasons that are not jolly, but then I realized that it's a mindset and it's a choice to be jolly, and that we can choose to be jolly. So then how do you do that? Well, you pretty much cut off everything that necessarily doesn't not I guess that doesn't align with you, but then I guess no longer serves you in the sense of like knowing what your capacity is. And if things are too much, then, don't feel obligated to do so. I think we just need to be honest ourselves in that sort of area. And I've struggled with that a lot in terms of like taking on a lot and then having to realize like why I did that. So when it comes to a busy season, I can be so overwhelmed with like the demand of like what that season looks like, with the breakup parties or the dinners and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, oh my gosh, like throw that on my plate and I'll drop it. So I think for this season, it's more so being mindful of keeping that space for myself to navigate each day, because there's so many other new things coming through. So, if there is a family dinner, whatnot, I just need to make sure that I've prioritized time for me, because I realize that we don't really get together as a family as often. So I need to acknowledge that that is a priority for me. Like I do want to see my family in that season.
Yes.
And when we think about Christmas, we do think about, together, family, even though there's dramas, girl, we know there's dramas. Like I got family dramas too. It's okay. But putting
everywhere.
those things aside to really just get together and spend time together, I guess. So I think I also dropped the pressure of having to buy everyone a present. Because let's be real, that's not a jolly season when you're broke. When you actually put like your finances aside, that financial wisdom aside, to be like, okay, this person and this person needs presents. Like, why? Like, do they need presents? Like, I think I really had to think about that within the years that I've sort of got caught up in like going into debt, because I'm like, I need to buy for
That's
every
an
single
interesting-
person.
That is,
Which then I think brought a lot of stress on me, because then it's like, well, how do I be jolly if I've gone out and I've spent everything,
yeah.
on this person, this person, this person. And then it was like, oh, it's because it's what you do. And it's like, no, but we have a choice now. And so now I think, focusing on, I really want to teach, I want to show my family that this season is about joy,
Yeah.
is about coming together. It's not about, and it's about what we have. It's being grateful with what we have. We're so blessed to be in Australia
Oh, good
and
Lord,
to have the
yes.
things that we have in this country.
100%.
We are very, very, what's the word? We're very
Entitled?
entitled.
Yeah. I think I like what you brought up there. We can miss this season,
Mm,
with the whole pressure of, buying the presents, and
yeah.
it's so you're stressing about buying all the presents and like, who am I buying for, blah, 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 overspending, all of that, when it's actually should be about time with people
Yeah.
that we care about
Yeah.
and that are actually genuine. And that's something we
Mm. So I think it's like
can't take back, right?
I'm learning to not just follow traditions of what things were shown to me growing up, where it's
Mm.
like, I have to do this, this, and this, where it's like,
No, I
I
don't.
now can choose like what that looks like. And I think the more I'm honest with myself, the better Christmases have been.
Yeah,
So like
wow.
this year, everyone contributes.
Yeah.
Everyone brings a plate, and no one's obligated to buy anyone anything. I think someone wanted to be like Secret Santa. I'm like, let's just keep it as a feed. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not huge on gifts anyway, so that's probably another reason why I'm like, yeah, no, not about the gifts. But even the importance of teaching our kids, like
Yes.
that. I mean, we already know how entitled this
And
generation
spoiled
is,
and
and it's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think I just want to bring them back to that place of like, understand the true meaning of Christmas.
Mm,
It's not about what you get,
no.
but honestly, giving to the unfortunate as well. Like, I do love the idea of like people feeding the homeless and that around that holiday. So it's definitely something that honestly has been on my heart to participate in, to give back. I
Yeah.
think
That's beautiful.
to and even if it's a couple of hours, like last Christmas we got that barber in and he was giving. So I
Yes.
had a barber come through our
Yeah.
shop and literally just give away free haircuts on Christmas Day.
I was actually on the Chris. Oh, that's
And
perfect.
I just thought, wow, like this guy sacrificed a special day that he probably could be with his family to give to others. And I think, so beautiful to offer that to the community,
Yeah.
and show them that, yeah, there are people out there who are willing to give in moments that can be quite difficult to.
Yeah.
So, and it's like,
That's really
and we need
precious.
to look at giving as it doesn't have to be like giving some like giving your time
Time. Yes.
is like
All your
is
resources, right?
such a
Like
sacrifice.
obviously with his
Yeah, with his
hairdressing.
hairdressing and like me opening the shop. And
Mm.
I think that was just great. Like it was a great start to maybe even a foot in the door to sort of just giving back to community and showing them what Christmas is all about. So
Yeah,
yeah.
having that time. And I think it's again the importance of having that time with family, knowing again my experiences, you don't know what tomorrow brings. And it's a time to reflect. It's a time to reflect on your year.
Yeah.
It's a time to just connect.
Yeah.
Connect even more with people that you might not connect with.
Yeah. And even if you don't have family, I think there are people out there to connect with, or some people even
Yeah.
enjoy it on their own. They literally make a plate or whatever, make a day where they can just relax, like you said, be present,
Yeah.
reflect on the year, write down all the things that they're grateful for in life. I think,
Yeah.
because there are families out there there are people out there that are away from family this Christmas or
Yeah.
don't have a good connection with family
And
due to certain
I think
situations
that's
or
one
things.
thing I've loved about Mount Isa and heard a lot happen in Mount Isa is there's a lot of people away from family, right? So
People
there's
gather and
they
yeah.
often have like an orphans
Mm.
Christmas, whether it's through your workplace,
Mm.
whether it's through your friend community, your
Group, yeah,
church,
yeah.
whatever, your teams.
Yeah.
They gather together
Mm.
and just connect.
Yeah,
And I think it's
100%.
important that people aren't left behind. So,
Mhm.
like, yeah, the importance of what we want to talk today is always we just want to share that even in this busy season we can pause,
Yep.
we can uh be grateful, we can
And that pausing
seek
brings
joy.
so much clarity
Oh, yeah.
because you can be so bogged up with what to do,
Yeah.
you know?
And I think it's about asking, why do I want to do this? Like, where's the heart coming from? Am I doing this just because it's something I've been told,
Yeah.
or, a generational thing?
Yeah.
Where did I hear that from?
Like,
And
that's what
where
we
does that
did.
actually sit? Yeah,
Yeah.
sit with me. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And, but I might want to do this, and just really reflect and take stock.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, be able to slow yourself down in this time and know that you can still be joyful, still have a great day, and actually it not feel like it's a burden.
Yeah.
And it I almost want to say fill you.
Yeah.
It can actually, you can make this one different if you choose.
Yeah.
Like and even it could just be one thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
just do one thing differently.
Mm.
What you want to ask yourself, what you want to get out of this season. Is it about slowing down and not getting sucked up into the void, and being grateful and appreciated for where you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So thank you for
So
joining
good.
us. I hope that's kind of given you some insight of 'tis a season to be jolly.
Yeah.
And this crazy time. Take time out for you,
Yes.
even if it's 5 minutes every day. It will really serve you well.
Yes, it
So
will.
yeah,
And I think,
definitely.
yeah, we'll definitely enjoy our Christmas. You'll be in town, I think?
Yes, more than likely. No,
So,
yes, I'll be in town.
yeah.
More than
See, even though it's really hot, right? Like, we're gonna be roasting this
Mm,
Christmas, but we still will find ways to
yeah,
enjoy this very hot Christmas.
yeah, we do, right? We do. So thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you in the next, or seeing or hearing you, whatever, in the next episode.
Yes.
Come join us. Bye.
See ya. And
Oh my